Hi, I'm Amy, the family chef, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super easy and delicious sauteed Italian chicken with Italian seasonings, and then I'm also going to share with you a couple of other seasoning blends that you can use and use the same process, which will just make it easy and delicious for you. So let's start with the seasoning blend I'm going to make. I have garlic, oregano, thyme, salt and pepper, easy spices and herbs and spices to keep on hand. I'm going to go ahead and put those into my little, this is called a ramekin, where I can mix everything together. So just a half a teaspoon of each. That was the oregano. Every time I smell oregano, it reminds me of pizza. And we have some pepper. I love this little handy container for holding my salt and pepper because I do a lot of seasoning with salt and pepper. Makes it really easy. So I'm just going to mix that. Super simple. That's all I have to do. And let's talk about our chicken. So I use a boneless, skinless chicken breast. This is what it looks like when it comes from the store. It's nice and clean, but it's thick. So I put it into a freezer bag like this, and I use a meat mallet, and you just hit it, pound it until it flattens out, and you hit it sort of hit it and go away from it to get it flat, and continue doing that till you have a nice flat piece. And using my tongs, because I always think about chicken as being like nuclear, you know, something you don't want to touch. You don't want to get your hands on that chicken. Put that there. And now what I'm going to do is what I call getting the pan ready. And we're going to let me just turn around, heat the pan. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say that pan is going to be at a 6. And we want to give that a few minutes to get heated. And then what we're going to do is season the chicken. And normally for this amount of seasoning blend, I could do about 2 or 3 chicken breasts. Season the one side, and when you season it, sort of squeeze the seasonings between your fingers, and that will release the natural aromatics of those herbs, of the thyme and of the oregano. And if you don't have those two, use what you have on hand, use what you like. The other seasoning blends that I like to use are a Mexican blend, and I like to use cumin and coriander and garlic and oregano, and I also like to use an Indian blend with turmeric and coriander again, and cumin, curry powder, anything you really like. Always a little salt, always a little bit of pepper. And the other thing I want you to notice is that I season one side. Again, if you kind of picture this being maybe a couple, I would do this to a couple chicken breasts. And I'm going to put this in the flat, the seasoned side down into the pan, and then I'll season the other side, and that way I don't have to touch it as much. What I'll do is I'll use the tongs, and after I've put the chicken into the pan, I will wash the tongs, so when I turn them over, I don't get any of the raw chicken cross-contaminating. Let's go check the temperature. So it probably needs about another minute. So as soon as that's ready, we're going to put that chicken in. I have some lemon ready to go. We're going to finish that off, and I'll be right back. So now I'm at the stove, and the pan's pretty hot. I can feel it with my hand. I could also throw a little water in there, and if the water started to dance around, I would know the pan was hot enough. It's really important to get a good sear. I'm using a heavy stainless steel pan. I have some olive oil ready to go. I didn't put the oil in yet because if I put the oil in and heated the pan, the oil might start to smoke before it was ready. So a quick, maybe 2 teaspoons, just a little bit, 1 and 2, and I'll give the pan a quick swirl. You can already see it starting to smoke. Seasoning side down, 1, 2, 3, and that's what you want to hear. You want to hear a nice sizzle, and we want that to sear. I'm going to season the other side, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's ready. So it's been 3 minutes since I put the chicken in there, and one thing I want you to realize is that I have not touched the chicken at all, and that's going to give it really nice browning and searing, and the natural juices are not going to release. When you move meat around the pan, that can happen. Let's go in for a close-up and see what it looks like. So it's been 3 minutes on the other side. It's so gorgeous. It smells delicious and lovely. I'm going to take my lemon. Remember, we have that half a lemon. I'm going to squeeze it right into the pan on top of the chicken. Go ahead and shut that off. And I can then take that and serve it over pasta, over rice, or just by itself. It's going to be juicy and delicious. and so easy. So I hope you enjoyed my recipe for a sauteed chicken. Today was Italian chicken, but you could easily use some different herbs and spices and make Mexican, Indian, or anything you'd like. Thanks again. Bye-bye.